I was reading a very good analysis of our nation's problems by a researcher whom I respect for his insight, and I read what he has to say regularly. He has a wide reputation for accuracy as well as insight. But he also has a problem. He is separated from any involvement with any organization, although he recommends some organizations from time to time for some issue or another, but never the John Birch Society. As a result of his separation from grassroots organizations, he cannot see the work that's going on to fight what is happening today, nor the efforts that have been done in the past to bring certain issues forward when no one else was talking about them. As a result, he has lost hope, and it is reflected in his writing. He goes so far as to say that we cannot defeat the forces we battle today. They are too entrenched. Now, if it was just him, it would be a disappointment, but his influence is considerable with others. So those who listen to him become despondent as well. Because after all, if this man who knows so much about the problems we face says it's over, I guess it must be over. And if you think it is over, why are you telling people what the problem is? What's the point of telling them if it's over? You can't do anything about it, so enjoy the last few days you have left, right? The point of telling people about a problem is supposed to be the first step towards solving it, not giving up. And there are others who may not express it so downheartedly, but also do nothing to give hope to Americans. How often do you listen to, watch, or read information about our problems, and it's all the Democrats, with a few Republicans thrown in? How about those who have no solution but just report on the downer of the day? Some have a solution. It's get more people to listen to them, watch them, or read what they have to say, buy their book, vote Republican, whatever. The difference between them and us is that we do all of the above, but we do the same at the same time. We know the ultimate solution is educating the American people and then organizing them. That is the whole purpose of the John Birch Society. And it is not just educating people on the issue of the day, but the basic principles on which this country was founded. This is important because the schools have not taught these things for at least 100 years. They did not when I went to school, and that was in the early 1950s, when these courses would have been taught to me. The teaching of these principles are very important, not only because they serve as the framework of our system of government, but because they almost always contain the answer to the problems we face today, certainly the internal problems. This is why we always publish the Freedom Index, twice a year in our magazine, The New American. It's a scorecard of Congress. These tabulations are always based on the Constitution, not liberal or conservative, Republican or Democrat, or some pet issue of the day. For those of you who are familiar with this tabulation, you know that it's not unusual for Republicans to vote just as badly as Democrats. The Republicans give us the rhetoric, and the Democrats get the action. You do not have to look too far for an example of this problem in the confirmation votes in the Senate for the Biden appointees, some of whom are so bad it is shocking they've been nominated, let alone appointed. Too many Republicans vote for these very bad politicians. But back to the point I'm making. We cannot be effective if we lose hope. We do not want to be the best informed people in the concentration camp. By then it's too late. At every turn, we must wake the town and tell the people. Why? So we can organize them. Often, we will not be involved in the issue of the day. Rather, we will be involved in those issues that will hurt the conspiracy we fight in the long run. And that's another point we have to make. We do fight a conspiracy. People do get together to plot out what we see happening. It's not happen chance. Notice that some subjects are verboten on the air and the internet. More on the internet than on the air at this point in time. When was the last time you had your favorite commentator talk about the Council on Foreign Relations and their allies, the Trilateral Commission, the Atlantic Council, and others? It's not simply a matter of knowing the problem. It involves exposing the people behind what is going on. It may not be the obvious people. The deep state is called deep because they're buried deep into our government and a wide swath of our society. These are the people who need to be exposed. Also, ask yourself how often your favorite conservative pundit has chastised a Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell over the years and then had them on their program to pontificate as experts. You may have noticed that between all of our affiliates, the Society, the New American Magazine, the School, Freedom Project, Academy, etc., the number of people that we have to tell the story to the public about what is going on has grown considerably. But they all serve to do one thing: to prompt the viewer, listener, reader to become involved in a national concerted campaign to win back our country. We never take our eyes off of this goal. We can win this fight if we do not lose heart and work together to win. Just think of how many times George Washington stared in the face of defeat, yet did not give up and rallied others to continue the fight until victory was achieved. The media will always make it seem as if the other side is winning. Don't listen to that. It's propaganda designed to dishearten you, to demoralize you. The vast majority are waiting to find out how they can help to do something to save our republic. More and more people are rallying to the flag. Let's help them do that. In every way you go about your business, let people know what's going on. When enough people start doing this, the groundswell of opposition to tyranny will grow and overcome the forces of evil. Guaranteed.